Hey guys, I'm just Jershin. Welcome back to the next episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. I think we're officially, we're plus 50 now. I think we're officially in the realm where I can stop saying the number, and you can just look at the title. Then I don't have to remember as much, which is nice. Hey, -2 win streak. It looks kind of bad, but we actually accomplished a decent amount yesterday with Tainted Keeper. Take a look, Tainted Keeper. We did not do all of this in one run. If you didn't watch the last episode, go back and watch it. Although I guess you could do all of that in one... Yeah, you could do all of that in one run. We didn't. I had a run that I accidentally forgot to press start recording on that got lost to the ether, and we did the light side path during that run, and then during yesterday's episode we did boss rush, hush, tried delirium, but I'm bad at the game, so we weren't able to bring the victory home, which is a big shame. Probably, if we can't do it on that last one, we're probably just not gonna ever do it. On today's episode, I'm thinking, what if we just finished Maggie forever? What if we just finished Maggie and never had to touch this character again? What if we did Maggie Mother Run and just never touched this character again? I think I'm in... Oh, let's go ahead at Eden's Blessing. I mean, of all the Eden's Blessing items to potentially get, that one's pretty snoozy. But we'll take it nonetheless. All right, I gotta adjust. I'm doing this this run right after the Tainted Keeper run, so I've gotta like calm down a little bit. Not only because we had quad shot Mom's Knife, which, as it turns out, is very strong and carries you throughout most of the game. So I got to make sure I don't have like Isaac Highway blindness to some degree, where I love pay to win. That's an amazing item right there. Very happy to have it. Not only do I need to remember that we're not as strong as we were on that run, so I'm not going to be able to just clear rooms in an instant. I also need to remember that Maggie plays differently. We're not going to be getting a ton of money as we... Dude, Sad Bomb's actually amazing. We've seen several Tinted Rocks. We've seen several Tinted Rocks on this floor. We've also got this situation right here that I may be interested in paying for, so we could do that as well. All seems very good to me. This is a truly blessed... Leave me alone. This is a pretty blessed start to this Maggie run thus far. A character that I don't necessarily respect very much. So that's happy. Hence why I'm excited to... Okay, this is gonna be a little crazy, a little kooky, a little wacky. Might be a little kooky, wacky, crazy. That's a big problem. That's a huge issue. Large problem. I was hoping they would spread the joy a little bit. I was hoping they would spread some of the Anarchist Cookbook joy just a tiny bit. Nope, they centralized it. So I don't know how we do that room without taking damage, unfortunately. I think it's near guaranteed damage. But it will open up the entire room, so that's fine. And in fact, if we're gonna lose this, Spirit Heart anyway, let's go ahead and just visit the Curse Room right now. Unless I can get in for free. I can, in fact, get in for free. It's freaking Black Lotus, dude! I can't believe how good this run is. This is one of the best first floors I've ever seen in my life. This is so nice. Okay, like I said, we kind of knew that was coming. That's okay. The downside is I did use all of my bombs, so we can't get to any of those other things that I was thinking about getting to, unless... You know what? Yum Heart kind of stinks. Let's use Anarchist Cookbook. You know, it does a lot of damage against bosses. It can be used in a pinch if we don't have any bombs to try to open some stuff up. I think Anarchist Cookbook is the play here, and if we get 2 more rooms, which may happen, I could come back there and try to make something nice happen. Yeah, this is an amazing start. Okay, so maybe I won't have to worry about the highway blindness too much, because the game is just being really nice to me and giving me a lot of items that are going to start us off in a good situation here. Now, that's also nice because you tend to need a lot of good items when you're attempting the alt path. It'll be nice to get this character... managed to take damage and somehow open none of the boxes that I wanted. So that's pretty exciting for me personally. Couldn't actually play that any worse than we did. We'll look for the shop. If the shop has a bomb, there's a lot of things I would like to bomb. So I'll have to decide. I think I'll do the gray chest. It does have a bomb. It's also got, is that Meeseeks box or Buddy in a box? I can never tell. I think I'm going to do this because it probably has the best chance of giving us a bomb. It gave us 2 bombs and so much money. With those 2 bombs, we can now go back into the other room. This is very slow, but it's an amazing floor. We've been very slow up to this point. I apologize for that. I'll try to speed things up. Tears up? Speed up. The speed up is still good. The money is out of this world, dude. Oh no, it's starting to storm. Hopefully we can get through this episode. It stormed its actual booty off yesterday, and I looked at the forecast. It's supposed to rain for 7 straight days here in Missouri, which is very exciting. Don't move here. If you were ever like considering living here or visiting or even just driving through, like I would say if you lived in like Virginia and you were like, I want to go to Colorado, go ahead and add 6 hours onto your trip to just, you know, go cut up through like Wisconsin or something and come out the other side. Than to drive through this heck hole of a state. It is truly a cursed place where no human being should ever travel. And I hate it here. Except for Reese, if you're out there watching, you can come if you want to. Because we would like to see you. Squeezy. It's just an amazing item. Okay, so if I somehow can't preserve this deal with the devil going down to this next floor with 6 spirit hearts protecting me, I don't deserve to play this game anymore. Now, the only downside, now that I'm thinking about it, of doing this Maggie run is skeleton key's pretty good. Skeleton key's pretty good, but I think you gotta play the reroll machine a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we have 1 more. Then we can pop full health. Then I can play it a little bit more. Just see if we can get... I mean, obviously the money is amazing here. We're going to use the money with pay to win to just reroll a bunch of item rooms and just win the run, because we're going to get like Polyphemus and or Proptosis in every item room. The Miter's pretty good. The D4 is scary. Keep rolling, baby. We got the money to keep rolling, baby. 2 amazing items. I'm gonna go with Infestate. I get them both? Why, thank you. I didn't realize we just had the most blessed shop of all time. I didn't realize that that was a triple shop, in that we get both of the items in there. Okay. That's pretty solid. Would I have picked up any other items knowing that? I don't think so. I think I'm pretty happy with how we ended it there. This is about as good a start to a Maggie run as you could potentially ask for. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this here because this room makes me sad. Fantastic stuff. Hopefully the rain stays away. As I mentioned before, we have a wedding tomorrow. The final one of the wedding season. The very long... Do you believe? Do you believe? Oh, baby. Do you believe? You gotta believe, baby. The final wedding of a very, very long... No, it always sounds like I'm complaining, and I hope it doesn't come off that way. I'm not complaining. It's always nice seeing everybody. But it's been a very long wedding season, so I'm excited for that to be ramping to a close. Weddings are always interesting. I'm a pretty introverted person, and weddings are typically very large gatherings with a lot of people. So, especially after this past year, being inside, my social yeah, what do they call it? Social battery? Loses charge very quickly. So weddings are always pretty draining for me personally. Range down. Oh, luck down. Alright, I take back what I said. This run sucks. It's cursed. It's the worst of all time. I hate this game. Just kidding. It's still very good. I think I'm willing to spend a bomb just to see what's in here. Answer, it's nothing good. Answer, it's nothing good. That's okay, though. Did a lot of good damage to this guy very quickly. Let's go ahead and finish him off. Fantastico. Got to deal with the devil, as expected. What do we got? Got Cambion Conception. Am I out of red hearts? Why is that a spirit heart deal? I think I'm going to pass. You know what? Joji, if you're watching, be excited. Potential angel deal run. I know you like your angel deals, brother. I don't think Cambion Conception is that worth it for me personally. Dude, love these item rooms spawned right at the beginning. PhD's pretty good. I think you got to go hard or go home, though. Lazarus Rags doesn't help us. Robo Baby doesn't help us. It's a damage up, but we're good on HP. Give me this one. Dude, Technology Zero, that's a great item. Okay. It all worked out. Even though I couldn't anticipate that it was going to work out, it all worked out there. It's a shame. We had Dead Onion as well. Dead Onion would have synergized really nicely with this. Our main goal right now is piercing shots of some sort, because you want this electricity to be able to pass through enemies to get the maximum benefit out of it. Which typically just means get piercing shots of some sort. So that is a top priority for me, don't worry. Pills would have been a top priority for me if I had managed to keep... Excuse me. Pills would have been a top priority for me if I would have managed to pick up PhD there, but I chose not to. Do I regret it? No, I think Technology Zero is better. Though we certainly took a gamble by just picking up Technology Zero, which we didn't know what it was at the time. Certainly took a bit of a gamble there, but overall pretty content with it. Range upgrade, it's not that exciting. We're actually 2 items away from the Mom transformation, so I might pick up Mom's pills just for the transformation, even though I don't think it's the greatest transformation in the game. It's better than nothing. That's not the secret room. Then this must be the secret room. It is the secret room. I've caught myself starting, and maybe it's because I've watched the special about 300 times. I've caught myself starting to say room the same way that Bo Burnham does in his, well, he doesn't just say it like this in his Netflix comedy special Inside, though that's where I heard him say it. I think he just says it this way because I believe he's from the northeast, in which in certain areas they say room as room. He always, in the special, he says the whole special is going to be filmed inside of this room. Like R-U-U-M, room, like vacuum, room. I've caught myself starting to say room in a very similar fashion. I don't know why. I think it's just learning via osmosis or something like that from watching the special too many times. Which probably is another great explanation for... I blamed it in the last episode on not streaming enough for my, you know, kind of less than stellar last couple of months. Probably watching Bo Burnham's Inside 16 times is not quite helping either. This was dangerous, but worth it. We're going to get an extra item. It is meat. I think meat is very good. Don't cancel me, vegetarians. I think meat is a good item, so I'm very happy to have it. Our HP is a little out of control right now. Kinda making me regret not... I don't know why I did that. It's okay. We're running a little low on consumables. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We could use... we could use Lost version of Maggie to go visit the curse room. Room. But I think that's a little scary, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that. That's going on the soundboard, dude. I've been looking for new... My bombs! Frick. Babu frick. Okay, wait, just spend your spirit hearts. You have so much. Just visit the curse room. Forgot we need bombs to get down to the next floor. That's pretty bad. Maybe there'll be 2 bombs in here. There are not 2 bombs in here. That was a bad play. Alright, we essentially just have to cross our fingers and hope that on the next floor we can pick up 2 bombs. I don't think Mom's coin purse can give us bombs, but we'll try. Speed up. Actually very good, thank you. The game would do this, by the way. This is just the quintessential Isaac run. Gives you an unbelievably strong start. I was gonna blame the game and say doesn't give you enough bombs to actually do the alt path. But let's be honest, I bombed a lot of stuff willy-nilly, and I should have just remembered that I needed that. Get out of jail free card. Does that open everything? It absolutely does, including this room, which I shouldn't be allowed to access. It is synth oil, baby. We will take synth oil. No. We will take synth oil. Thank you very much. Just realized that Sad Bomb Anarchist Cookbook is a really good combination. We may want to roll Anarchist Cookbook for most of the run. It's very strong against bosses in particular, but I mean, it should yeet just about everything. Okay, there's 1 bomb. Hold on to it for dear life. Don't let it go away. That's very tempting. That's very tempting from a bookworm perspective. I gotta be honest with you, that's very tempting from a bookworm perspective. If I can somehow find Hanged Man card or just a general ability to fly, I promise I'll be back. I can promise you that I will be back, and I will I'll take you up on that offer. I'll pick up all of those books and probably will replace Anarchist Cookbook with like Satanic Bible or something like that. Or maybe we don't want Satanic Bible. Well, what do we want to do on this run? I still don't have good meta for doing Mother. Is it better to have a bunch of red hearts that you can heal with like a 2 of Hearts card, for example, that we're holding? Or is it better, instead, Walnut? Speaking of 2 of Hearts card and all these red hearts, we could play the Sacrifice Room a little bit on this floor. We could go a little ham with the Sacrifice Room. That could be fun. I don't do that very often. I don't usually succumb to that level of min-maxing. I don't That's our second bomb, baby. I don't typically bend the knee to that level of min-maxing, but it actually could be pretty good for us. You're gonna give me another HP upgrade. This is very clearly just meant to be a red HP heavy run. That's a shame. Common Cold. It's not horrible. Of all of the items that we could have picked up, not being able to see what they are, I think Common Cold is a very fine item. I'm happy to have it. 2 bombs. Okay. Now we can feel good about potentially using bombs again. I don't have to put a little rubber... What's the trick? Isn't there like a trick to remember things? You have to like... You put a rubber band on your wrist or something and you... Or you tie a piece of string to your finger? Is that what it is? There's some sort of like age-old way to remember things. I think it's tying a piece of string to your finger. Now, I've never personally tried it, but I'm sure it works. Because I think the idea is you see the string. So, like, let's say you need to remember I need to sign up for benefits with my company before January 1st, or I'm in trouble. Marrow HP up. It's a little bit of a shame. Oh, frick, dude. All right, Joji, sorry. Deals with the devil all the way. Ocular Rift, I don't like it. Ceremonial Robes, I don't love it. I don't love that. Okay, I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this book, this library. It's probably worth... It's probably worth getting Bookworm to just lose 2 hearts. Book of Revs, paid for itself. Necronomicon, Bookworm, okay. The question is, do you want Book of Revs back, or would you rather take a different book? That's a shame. We would have loved to pick that one up first. Telepathy for Dummies, okay. I think you keep Book of Revs. I think you keep Book of Revelations just to keep us fully stocked on HP. Now that we're committed to deals with the devil, we can work on trading away some of those red hearts. Do I want to go play the sacrifice room? Not really. I think I'm content to just go down to the next floor. This is a slow run for sure. This is a slow run for sure. We do have so much stray HP. No, I don't need to play the sacrifice room. That's min-maxing to a degree that I can't get down with. Anyway, you need to remember something, so you tie the piece of string to your finger, and then, which in your brain goes, wait, what the heck? There's a tiny pink bag on my chair? You go, wait, why is there a little red piece of string on my finger? And then you go, oh yeah, I put that on there to remember this. So it's just the string doesn't mean anything, but it's a visual reminder that you were supposed to remember something. And that's probably enough to trigger in the human mind what the thing you needed to remember is. Honestly, I don't know why I don't use that strategy more often. I forget things like it's my job. I forget things at my job. Just constantly. Please don't tell my employer. And I wish I remembered more of them more often. The only downside for me, I'm pretty sure, is that if I wanted to actually do that and have it be effective, if I wanted to like try to remember all of the things that I constantly need to remember, I'd have about 17 pieces of string on all of my different fingers. So at that point, it probably loses all meaning, you know? At that point, you're just like, oh, I just wear these strings now. I think I got it confused with, oops. I think I got it confused with, not the string, but the rubber band. I think you're supposed to put a rubber band. This may not be like a tried and true practice. I'm pretty sure it's actually pretty bad for you. I think it's, because I think psychologists would probably tell you not to do this because it is negative reinforcement, and negative reinforcement, while potentially effective, is like sometimes not great for you. But if you want to break a habit, what you're supposed to do is put a rubber band on your wrist, and then every time you go to do the thing that you're supposed to be quitting for, like, I don't know if it works for smoking. I think that's probably I think it's for breaking habits, not addictions. Addiction usually a little bit deeper, unfortunately. Glad we went back for that half spirit heart so that I could lose a full spirit heart in the process. Big rips. But essentially, if you wanted to break a habit, to start doing something less, every time you noticed yourself doing the thing you weren't supposed to be doing, you're supposed to snap the rubber band. Really, though. Every time you notice yourself doing... Did I not pick up the key? Oh, I have the key. It just didn't work. Every time you notice yourself doing the thing you're not supposed to be doing, you're supposed to snap yourself with the rubber band just to tell the brain, like, hey, feel this pain? You don't want to feel this pain, do you? Pain's pretty bad. So if you don't want to feel this pain, hey, maybe just don't play Genshin Impact anymore. It's... Like, now, when you say it out loud like that, you understand why it's generally frowned upon. Not great. Anytime you have to use the threat of pain or violence to stop someone, even if it's yourself, from doing something, I believe the Zoomers would call that a bruh moment. On God, no fleek cap. Am I getting old? Is that the second time Bob's bladder has shown up on this run? I'm not taking it. But yeah, honestly, I've been wanting to quit Genshin Impact lately, so even though I just told myself it's a bad... It's 7 cents. You gotta check it out. Box of friends. I don't really have any friends. So I'm not really thinking that's gonna be too beneficial for me. This is a shame that we got pay to win and all of the money that we need to make the rerolls happen. And of course, during that run, it's just freaking... Curse of the Blind upon Curse of the Blind upon Curse of the Blind, aka you're just never gonna get to see your items ever again. We're pretty close to spun. That's nice. Every time. Every time. Why even assume that it's something good? Now, at least we have sad bombs, so if we do get hit, our Curse of the Tower bombs are gonna do a butt ton of damage. But, like, why do I just assume that I see an item in the curse room with Curse of the Blind? My stupid, naive brain goes, this is going to be great. When instead it should assume that it's Cursed Eye or Curse of the Tower every single time. Because it is that every single time. Great Gideon. Great Gideon. A boss fight where Curse of the Tower really doesn't help you that much because you're fighting enemies in waves. Now, the death card may help us. You're fighting enemies in waves and therefore not seeing... Hate it. Hate it. This is the worst boss in the entire game. I will stick... Well, actually, it's still Delirium. Delirium is still the worst, but this guy's pretty stinky. Stinky. Without a doubt, one of my least favorite enemies in the entire game. Just... I mean, I can't complain about this guy enough. I freaking hate him. But it's okay. We have completed it. No deal with the devil. That's all right. Pick this up. It is Matchbook Evil Up. Go ahead and pop 2 of these bad boys. Did not lose our Bone Heart in the process, which is pretty exciting. Let's take down our HP upgrade to the next floor. Got any red hearts lying around? We do not. Let's just not lose the Bone Heart. Just don't lose the Bone Heart forehead and you'll be fine. We only have to clear 1 room. We have to clear 1 room. And then we can use Book of Revelations and then our Bone Heart will be safe. So we should be fine. Famous last words. Just kidding. We are totally fine. All right. This is feeling like... I'm trying to think. I'm just going through my mental Isaac checklist for a successful mother run. That's unfortunate. Really just stacking HP. Like, I think... Chariot card. I think really just stacking HP is the last thing we're really looking for here to make this a successful run. If we can stack... Range up, thank you. If we can... I freaking hate Curse of the Tower. It's the worst item in the game. It's the worst item in the game. I don't care what Edmund McMillan says. I know he says it's actually one of the strongest in the game. He's a liar. I know he invented the game, so probably should give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm here to tell you, he's lying. Liar. I refuse to believe it. It inflicts more self-damage than anything I've ever experienced in my entire life. I hate it. Alright, we'll pick up Midnight Snack. Apparently deals with the devil just don't exist anymore, which is very upsetting. We are losing some high probability rolls, which is not a great time. But thankfully... Okay, let's try this a different way. How about this? How about Chariot card? How about Chariot card? Did not know you could pay out with Loki's horns. That's bad. This is how the run ends, by the way. This is how everything ends. This is how everything ends, unfortunately. We're losing HP faster than Book of Revs can save us. This is also very unfortunate because it's surrounded by spikes, so I can't really go fix it. We'll just take this one. That is how the world works. That is how the world works. Okay, so the run is over. We have lost the run. We just lost. You may be wondering at home, how did you just lose the run? You just got ipecac. It's one of the best items in the game. Well, here's the thing. A couple different ways have we just lost the run. Number one, I have Loki's horns, which means I'm randomly going to be shooting ipecac shots everywhere and blowing myself up constantly. Not only then will I blow myself up, when I blow myself up and take damage, upon taking damage, this is where the fun begins. Yeah, that was not smart. Upon taking damage, as you just saw there, a bunch of Curse of the Tower bombs are going to make themselves be known on the screen. A bunch of Curse of the Tower bombs are going to appear on the screen, which could also potentially do damage to me. But it's not just the bombs themselves that I have to worry about personally as a human being. Because you see, I'm a silly, dumb person who also decided, Curse of the Blind decided, but I also just so happened to pick up Curse of the Tower plus Sad Bombs. And the Sad Bombs are going to shoot ipecac tears out across the entire room, and I'm going to take damage. The damage will then cause me to take more Curse of the Tower spawns, which will then cause me to take more damage. I don't think we'll survive like 3 rooms. I think we'll probably survive, we'll probably die in like 3 rooms. Probably should just Emperor card. Probably should just Emperor card. Probably should just Emperor card, but I kind of want to see what's in the item room, because if it's explosion immunity, we win. If we can get Pyromaniac, or Host Hat, or I think those are the only 2 explosion immunity items, but if we can get either of those, we in business. But only if we can get either of those. Now, there's thankfully appearing to be a lot of battery charges on the ground as well. And a lot of random Spirit Hearts spawning. Okay. If we can just manage to take no damage, then we're fine. Gotta play very cautiously. But if we can just take no damage, then yeah, we are totally fine. This is not a great room. I'm scared. Okay. Help. All right, give me out. I'm doing like 17th grade calculus. Oh, frick. Doing like senior level calculus to try to take no damage. All right, we're actually going to save the Emperor card for the next floor. Because exploring the womb is a nightmare and I don't want to do it. Where's my item room, dude? You're causing me some serious issues by hiding this item room from me. I just need to find it as quickly as possible. That's a sacrifice room. Where is it? Where is it? Besides the very last place I look, because that's the case every single time I play this freaking game. Good stuff. Little amendment. This is, I'm calculating parabolas and derivatives and all sorts of math-related stuff in my brain on this run. Ladies and gents. I told you all it took was a single room. I told you that all it took was a single room. This isn't even the... Blank Card Emperor. This is gonna sound crazy. I think it's the play. I think you Blank Card Emperor because it allows you to Blank Card Emperor on the next floor, fight that boss. Emperor card, fight the final boss. Where'd you come from? Get me out. If I take damage in this room, the run's over. If I accidentally take damage in this room, the run is over. Oh my god. Please. I don't even have a key! Oh, what a sick joke. Oh my god. Like, this is... Don't get me wrong, these runs are very fun. Like, this is the kind of stuff that is the reason why I have 1,000 hours in Isaac. It is runs like this. Do you have a key? I'm gonna sneeze. Apologies. I don't know. It's too much brain power. Just get me out of here. Was there a key in the shop? Maybe. I have no idea. Let's just do this. This boss fight strikes me as going to be really bad. Yeah, this is where it gets really bad. Get me out. It's Ghost, baby. Problem? Son of a... Curse the Tower is the worst item in the game! Okay. We survived. You... There's a finger that I'd like to show you, Isaac! You're too young, though. Alright, do you just go for it? 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 You just go for it. Alright, we're gonna lose. We've lost, unfortunately. Because Curse... Well, it wasn't even Curse of the Blind. Well, part of it was Curse of the Blind. Curse of the Tower is definitely the reason this run is going to lose. But, like, if it was just ipecac, we'd be fine. It's the combination of the two, and both of them were question marks, and I shouldn't have picked it up. Alright, we go to the boss fight. That was a stupid idea. It's the worst game I've ever played. It's the worst game I've ever played, but it's also my favorite. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Just an amazing run. Flushed down the toilet for absolutely no reason. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support down below. Liking, commenting, subscribing helps out a great deal. Shout out your grandmother as always. But with that, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.